Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Mind your business. Only on Money FM 89.3.
That's right, it's time to mind your business with me, Audrey Seek. Now think back to the last time you got a gift that really meant something to you. Chances are it wasn't anything about the price tag. It was the thought, the feeling, and the memory it sparked. That's exactly the shift we're seeing in Singapore. A recent study found that 72% of Singaporeans value the thought behind a gift more than its cost, and 66% see gifting as a way to show someone how special they are. And companies are noticing as well, moving beyond the generic tokens to gifts that actually build connection. For our guest today, this isn't just a trend, it's her second act. After closing her first venture, she decided to rebuild with purpose, launching the Luvine Story, a company helping brands like BYD, Don Julio, and Wilson turn gifting into experiences that leave a lasting impression. With us in the studio, we have Ellie Lim, the founder of the Luvine Story, joining us today. Good morning, Ellie. How are you doing?
Hi everyone, I'm Ellie from the Luvine Story.
It's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start at the beginning here, Ellie. You were running another company, actually, Sarangli, I believe, which sells customized photo frames where customers get to pick their own templates and bouquet colors, and they can add personal messages. That did really well with young couples, I imagine, but eventually you did decide to close that down. Could you start with telling us what led to that decision and what lessons did you take from that experience?
I closed down Sarangli because there's no proper system in place. I was constantly firefighting instead of running the business. For example, I take up a lot of things by myself and not hiring people and get burnt out in the process, or having no proper system to get payments back, resulting in a lot of backlog of finances. Everything was chaotic, and it became clear that I couldn't continue this way.
Okay. So after all of that, what drove you to kind of rebuild, and why was purpose the foundation this time at the Luvine Story?
Back then, Sarangli chased profitability by doing marketing, social media, video taking, and we even did hampers. But Sarangli is not a marketing agency. Sarangli does not have professional videographer. Sarangli is not a hamper making company. So why are we doing all of those? Because we forgot our purpose, which is to make meaningful gifts. So because we now know that our purpose, we know that we are here to do in the Luvine Story. We are not here to sell like marketing services, not here to even make random hampers. We are only here to make meaningful gifts for our B2B clients or when people come to our workshops.
Okay, so it sounds like these childhood memories of receiving thoughtful gifts also really stuck with you, and that inspiration became your business blueprint almost. So tell us more about the Luvine Story. What exactly do you do for clients, and how do you help the brands, the big brands that you work with, translate their values into physical and meaningful gifts?
We want to stop giving boring gifts. We want people to receive something and say, wow, that's something special. For B2B, that means we come up with a catalog of specific industry-related door gifts. We personalize car diffuser for our car clients. We personalize wine glasses for alcohol distributors. We normally receive gifts on our birthday and we feel that they are something special. But what if we can make door gift feels the same way too, or give the same experience when someone come to my workshop? I'm in the business of giving meaningful gifts. So for B2C, we are actually moving away from like products. We want to bring something new like engraving to Singapore. We don't want it to just be fun, but we want it to be meaningful so that people can encourage and write for each other.
Yeah, okay. So you've worked with global names like BYD, Don Julio, Wilson. How do you manage personalization at that scale? Because I imagine that actually takes a lot of time, and you're not by yourself anymore, are you? Do you have staff to help you?
Yes, because of what I learned to be to able to like hire people who is able to help me in places that I'm weaker at. And because I feel that business want to like connect to their clients, everyone is giving like notebook and tumbler because it's the easiest to give, but also became the most effortless like gift instead. So by giving a thoughtful gift with personalization, customers feels like the business is going extra miles to make them feel appreciated. So typically we deliver at a scale of 100 or even 500 products. We have to source for these like reliable supplier through R&D to ensure that we can laser engrave on each product accurately and spend up to like 2 weeks to complete the engraving on all 500 products to ensure the consistent quality.
Okay, so personalization really does matter in business relationships today. What are the most common, corporate gifts that you've worked on, and are you noticing any trends across the industries?
We used to work on a lot of notebooks, tumblers, and luggage tags, but we are seeing a trend where companies want to give a gift that stands out. They no longer want to give generic gifts as they perceive as low effort, cheap, and thoughtless. When giving welcome gifts, companies want to use it as an opportunity to impress. When appreciating their employees, they want to go extra miles to make them feel appreciated. For welcome gift, we recently worked with a tennis brand that gave out engraved tennis ball as a welcome gift.
Oh, wow.
So it's fun and interesting because who would have thought of giving engraved tennis ball? Yeah. For appreciation gifts, we engrave the employee name on individual items like fountain pens, cameras, and even perfume bottles.
Wow, very nice. Okay, so how does the Luvine Story make money generally? Do you charge per project, per item, or do you work on retainer with recurring corporate partners?
The price is actually based on like the engraving size. So we are actually very clear with our client the price of the engraving they want. And also we price our engraving really fairly within our like customer budget. So we usually share more about our premium gift so that client actually normally like appreciate that and willing to pay for it a little bit more.
Okay, and so looking ahead, how do you see corporate gifting evolving over the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years? Do you think it will still stay physical, or would it move into, more digital, maybe sustainable experiences?
I feel that more and more companies will want to give a personal touch to their clients. They'll be more willing to spend more to earn their customer loyalty, especially if they are the VIPs of the brands. I believe that it will stay physical because people will still enjoy tangible items and make handmade gifts. That's why flower and handwritten cards will never go out of fashion. But as technology improves, we can incorporate like technology into physical items, such as like AR video into a musical box. What does this mean? It means that people can scan a photo on the musical box and a video pop out on their phones instead.
Very interesting. And before you go, Ellie, we wanted to get some advice from you. What would you tell someone who's at a crossroads today where, they are going through something that you went through, self-doubt after a failure of maybe a first company, trying to rebuild? How do you rebuild your confidence, and what advice would you give to them?
During that tough period, I lost all my clients. I always thought that I couldn't be a salesperson because I was so introverted and shy. But I decided to try my best and still did it anyway. I failed, try again, failed, and asked friends to teach me how to speak and pitch more confidently. Eventually, I slowly gained confidence and won a first few clients. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm no longer afraid of failing. My advice for anyone at the same crossroad is to throw yourself out there and keep trying. Every small steps count.
Okay.
So don't belittle the mistakes that you are making because all of these are important lessons that will lead you to your success.
Fantastic. Well, it's clear that thoughtful, purposeful gifting isn't just nice. It's becoming a strategic way for businesses to connect and to build relationships. Thank you so much to Ellie Lim, the founder of the Luvine Story, for joining us today. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're listening to Money FM 89.3.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.